everybody, GReimer here, coming at you once again from the Lost Isles Zoo here on the ZAWA Together server. Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Happy Friday, you made it. Congrats, high five in midair. Alright, so let's just jump right into it, okay? So last episode, I completely forgot to name the orangutans because I'm a big old da-da-da. So we're gonna have to do that right away in this episode, you know, like ASAP. We also have some elephants to name because over on the completely other side of the volcano, there is an elephant exhibit that we built last week as well. Oh, I've cleared out some of this, okay? I've been here, this is about 2 netherite pickaxes worth of digging. It's a lot of digging. All right, so I've done a little bit of work, not much, but I've done a little bit. But over here, last week we did the elephant exhibit. Smooth landing, smooth landing. Yeah, it turned out pretty good. This is for the Asian elephants, remember? This is not for the African elephants. So this apparently, according to the comment section, looks pretty good for Asian elephants. We actually have 3 of them. A random guy on the server. It's not like a description. That's literally his name. A random guy has bred us up a male elephant. So we got that somewhere. Ooh, big leg spike. We got that somewhere down in our hidey hole. Speaking of our hidey hole, let's get down there though, because we got to get some name tags because we have 2 orangutans that you guys have had 2 weeks to name, and there's one name specifically that's stuck out way more than the rest. So we're definitely gonna be naming one that. And then we also have 3 elephants to name, and you guys have been very generous with the names there too. So let's get down there and get to doing some naming. All right, let's get the orangutans here. Big shout out to Cinnamon for getting these for me. I appreciate it. I have not actually run into any orangutans on my own, so really do appreciate it. Big shout out to that guy. All right, now we have a bunch to name here. We got the 3 elephants. One's named Breeding, and that's the male one that a random guy bred for me. So thank you for that. And now we have to, and then these other 2 were the ones that we caught last episode where we totally got ripped apart by wither skeletons before getting there. It happens. It happens. But all right, let's get to naming them. All right, so we'll start off with the orangutans since they were supposed to be named last week. But all right, so the first one is going to be named Oranguru. I think that's how you say that. All right, so Oranguru is the name of the depressed-looking orangutan Pokemon, and there's quite a few people that actually suggested we name it that. Big shout out to SlothBuddy206, Matt Myers, PokeLewis, and Jorn Connings. All of you suggested Oranguru. And then the second one is going to be named Winston. All right, now Winston was suggested by our very own Tinnikin here on the server, and she hasn't actually named an animal, I don't believe, so I figured why not give her one of the orangutans. Which, real quick, if you guys have not seen Tinnikin's zoo that she built last season, link in the top right description right now. Go check that out real fast as soon as you're done watching this video. Phenomenal zoo build. It was like an abandoned city, overrun by nature, taken over by the animals. It was so cool. All right, and on to the elephants. Okay, so these aren't necessarily going to be named exactly in the order that they are here, but we're just going to go for it. All right, so the first one is the most popular name, and that was Ellie. Ooh, let me actually delete all the letters. Maybe if I actually press the button more than once. Ellie, all right? So the Ellie was suggested by Peter, Star Nanny, and Simon Holmes, so why not go for that? Similar to Ellie, there's Eli, okay? Now, Eli was suggested by Namor Juju 10. I think I said that right. Maybe not. I'm not too sure. Let me know down in the comment section if I butchered it. I am so sorry if I did. But yeah, big shout out to you, Namor, for suggesting that one. And for the last one, this one actually caused me to do a little bit of research. Okay, we're gonna name this one Tyke. All right, now Tyke apparently was an elephant that kind of went a little aggressive at a zoo at a circus in Hawaii, and attacked a couple of people and might have killed somebody, actually did kill somebody, and then kind of ran out of the zoo and had to be gunned down by the police. Kind of a crazy story, and it has to deal a little bit with possibly the conditions in which the elephant was being kept in and the treatment of it might have caused it to snap. It's kind of a sad story, to be honest. I mean, sad on all parts. It's sad because of the abuse, you know, for the animal. It's sad because of the death of the people when the animal lashed out. It's just a sad story all around. So in honor of the people who died that day, or the person who died that day, I think it was only one. There's one that was seriously injured too. And in honor of the elephant themselves, we're gonna go with Tyke. And a big shout out to Frenzy65 out there for naming Tyke. I almost completely forgot that. My bad. I got you though. I got you. All right, so we have our names. We're gonna start off with the orangutans. Just land right down in here. Perfect. I don't think orangutans are hostile towards me, so here's hoping. All right, we're gonna put one down right there. Boink. There they are. Look at that. All right, so let's go be naming that one Winston. All right. And I believe Winston is a monkey, a gorilla in Overwatch, is it not? And I believe that in the previous version of ZAWA, if you named a gorilla Winston, he had like armor and a gun. But not this time. This isn't a gorilla. So, all right. And then for the last one here, we're gonna put down Oran Guru. Slap him down right there. Ooh, he's a little bit bigger actually. Ooh, there you go, Oran Guru. Welcome. Ooh, I love the. Oh, this one must be like a male or something. Actually, you know what? I can, if I had my stuff together here, I could probably tell you this. This one's probably, I'm thinking, yeah, this is a male because you can see the things on the side of the head. Unless I'm just making stuff up. Now, this one doesn't have it. This one I also can't click on because. Yep, this is a female. All right, sweet. There we go. We got a boy and a girl in here. We got Winston and Oran Guru. I hope I'm saying that right. Oran Guru. Maybe. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know down below. And take off. And on the other side of the volcano, as the sun is setting, so you might want to hurry up with this one. Let's go ahead and let's get some stuff on the hotbar. Let's do a little bit of one of these numbers. Now, the one with the tusks is a male. The ones that don't have a tusk are not a male. So let's just go ahead and slide these down. I don't know exactly if these things are going to murderize me. Let me get on the opposite side of this thing. So this is going to be Tyke. Aha! Ooh, that's the one with the tusk. All right, so there we go. We got Tyke. Break that. I don't actually need that. I got plenty of iron. I don't want to get in there and get crushed, so that is Tyke. Ooh, that's a big boy. All right, so then here we go. Let's put this one down here, and this one's going to be Eli. Oh, thank you, Captain Craig, for sleeping. Captain Craig's the only one that's actually on right now. This one's going to be Eli. Bink, bink. There we go, Eli. Break that. Don't really need it back. All right, and then this one right here is going to be... I got to sneak past Tyke here, and that might not... If it's anything like the original, that might not end well for me. That's kind of a dark joke. I am so sorry for that. All right, this is going to be Ellie right here. So let Ellie out and blink. There we go, Ellie, and don't need that. So there we go. Now, just so you know, those capture cages are wicked expensive when it comes to like iron it takes. I just hopped up here. Can the elephant do that? I just realized if I can do this, can't the elephant just do that? Let me fix that real fast. Okay, all fixed. Hopefully they stay in here now. There's some big animals. Yep. Okay, so what are we going to do today? I mean, speaking of massive, huge, large animals, what are we actually going to be working on today? Well, not massive, huge, large animals. Recently, Orskull on the server has been getting into catching and breeding up tree frogs, and I've got a couple of them. So I thought it'd be kind of fun if we took a step back from all these massively huge animals and focused on something a little bit smaller. Little, cute, little tree frogs. They're going to need a nice place to stay, though, so this isn't going to be like I'm slacking this week. Nope, still got to make a nice little place for them, though. And I've got a bunch of these little guys. I think I got like 4 of them or something like that. And I can probably get more if I talk to Or, so... Alright, so I got to find a place to build this, though. What about that place right there? What about, let's see, smash into the mountain right here. What about right here? I was eyeballing this spot. Okay, so ow, broke my legs. Ow, broke my legs again. I was kind of looking at looking around at this, like this side here, because I already have this dug down. Now, this isn't completely finished, but it is mostly finished. It's more finished than any other part of the volcano. But right here, there's this natural indent, which means I don't have to dig it out. It's kind of nice. I do have to reshape it a little bit here, but I want to create like a terrarium, if that's the right word, terrarium, whatever it is, a cage basically, a glass container for the frogs to be in, and this looks like a very good spot for it. So I was looking at the pathway right here, trying to figure out how I'm going to get the pathway to meet up over here and where the turkeys are. Remember, we built these turkeys on one of the live streams, but I've decided that I'm not going to be able to do that. So what I'll probably do is put like a stone divider in here someplace that'll cut off the rest of the turkeys, or cut off the turkey viewing area, and then the tree frogs will be over here. So I'm going to have to build up a little bit of land here, just a little bit, reshape some of this land here, and then start building the actual enclosure here, because then I can, kind of like what I'm doing over, let me skip and jump over here. Kind of what I'm doing over here is I'm creating a false part of the volcano right there. You can see that like that whole like slope right there isn't real. Like behind it is completely hollow. But I had to fill that in too to match the rest of the slope. So I'm going to do something kind of like that over here, but I'm going to nest the tree frog exhibit inside it. So it's going to take a little bit of work. Here we go.
changes around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. I'll find you in my walking in the I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.
All right, there we go. Check it out. We got ourselves a nice little area here inside the mountain. Let me actually kind of fly back here a little bit. Well, it's still barely daytime. Sun is setting. Creepers be creeping. You know what that means. I gotta be sleeping. But look at this. So it's kind of like the mountain kind of comes down. The volcano kind of comes down. And I try to match the slope-ish. Kind of, you know, ish. It kind of blends in a little bit-ish. But, you know, I still got some work to do on the volcano itself. And we have this nice little like opening right here. This is where the tree frogs are going to be. So we got a nice little setup here. We got a spot to mark out where the glass is going to go. We do have the sun setting, so I'm going to take a power nap real fast, and then we'll continue on. Dang creepers. Okay, so we added I added in like the grass already. So we got our blank canvas for what we're going to do with this. Now tree frogs, I don't know exactly what kind of tree frogs these things are. It would have been a very smart move for me to actually figure that out before recording this episode. But I'm thinking that these guys are like more like a heavily wooded jungle-esque area that we should probably build for them. Place for them to kind of really reside in here. Now I think I got like 4 of them, and if I think might have to go double check that, but I think I got 4 of them. I kind of want to put the glass in like right away, because it's gonna kind of heavily depend on that, you know, as to how this ends up looking. So let's actually go ahead and just drop the glass right in here and see where this all connects to the top. Okay, so there we go. We got the glass put in. Now, is there a way that I can just like punch out a couple pieces like this so I can easily get in and out of here? Good. All right, so that's why I wanted to do that first, is because now I can look and see like the shape of this and what, like, see, this looks kind of awkward there. It gives me the opportunity to shape this, the outside of this, before I really dive deep and get started on this thing. We need some cobble slabs here. Let's just turn all those into cobble slabs, because I can use those along with some actual stone blocks here to create a little bit of depth to this, so that it looks more like it's kind of like dug into this a little bit. Let me bring one more right there. Something kind of along. Okay, yeah, this is starting to come together. Something like that. Now remember, this glass right here will be flat right there, so that's not the final product. But that looks pretty good. Now, I'm noticing though that this, I built this like 1 block too high. Tear it all down, let's get rid of it. No, actually, I'm gonna just raise this up actually, instead of tearing that all down. So that way the ground will actually come up to right here. So it'll be a step up right here. I gotta fill in all this real fast. Real fast. All right, so that's taken care of. Now this is a little bit better. Now we're actually on the same level as where the viewing area is. And it adds a little bit of depth, or a little bit of an elevation change too to the zoo. I like it a lot, all right? Great. Now let's talk about the actual exhibit in there, because I'm done with this pathing on the outside here. This isn't what I'm here to do. I'm here to build this. All right. So if we're gonna go with a jungle-esque feel, we're gonna need to get some special blocks out here. Let's look at the bat backpack real fast. Do I have any? I do have some. I have some green concrete powder, which would probably look good in here. Podzol would probably look good as well, but not too much of it. These mud blocks, I'm thinking will look good in here too, because I want it to be kind of damp in here. If this is like a rainforest kind of look, I'm going for rainforest if I can pull this off. I don't have too many jungle leaves, and honestly, it's like 2 stacks. That might be enough for in this area. This is kind of a smaller exhibit. Let's see, what other blocks can we put in here? Bat backpack. Where's my coarse dirt? I need my coarse dirt. Oh, that's not a lot. Might need to get a little bit more than that. Let's grab this dirt out here and make some out of the ground backpack. Okay, there we go. A little bit more. Let's grab the cobble slabs here. I guess because we're going for like a jungle rainforesty kind of look, that sort of is what the island is. It's supposed to be like a tropical island kind of thing. So we could, I mean, it's not really a rainforest, but we could actually work with that here. We could actually incorporate like some kind of like ruins and stuff in here too, like at least a ruin. I think that might look pretty good. Let's get some crackstone bricks in here too. Let's actually build that first before I go too nuts with like the ground. So if we were to put like a ruin thing right here, okay? And we'll do a little one of these numbers. This isn't going to look like much of anything. This is going to look kind of janky actually, but it's supposed to be ruins. So this isn't like this isn't supposed to look like super good, you know? It's obviously got taken out by the volcano at some point in time. Ground back blocks, where are you? There we go. Let's grab one of these things here. Like that. All right, so that's not much of anything, right? That's just like some blocks. It kind of seems like random blocks. But that's okay. That's okay. Actually, you know what we could do? We could actually take like one of these things and kind of pink like that too. I think that looks pretty good. And if we were to take, I don't know, like a couple buttons or something and throw that around here too, that might actually make it pop even more. Like that. All right, so there we go. Some ruins stuck inside with the tree frogs. This is going to come in handy later, but I don't need my inventory now. We'll set that right there. You're a good button. Push. Okay, so let's grab this and this and this and this. All right, and let's go ahead and sprinkle in. We'll start off with the 10 concrete powder that we have right here, because I don't really think I'm going to need any more. I just want this to be put in here sparingly. It is obviously very bright compared to some of the other blocks in here too, so it's to add a different kind of green to this area, so it's not all the same throughout the entire thing. Okay, I can't actually see where I want to put this very last one. Maybe somewhere back here. That might work. Ooh, there's that block. It's still there. That's still a thing. All right, there we go. Put that back there. Good. We used all of the green concrete powder. I can make more of that. I got plenty of cacti to make more of that. So, all right. So we got the green cactus. We got the green concrete powder added in here. So let's go ahead and start dotting in maybe some of the other blocks, such as this one and this one. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good the way it is right there. Now, there's going to be some path blocks in here too, but it's also going to have a lot of vegetation, so I don't really want to get rid of too much of the grass. Thinking this is probably good. Now, with a lot of vegetation comes some pretty cool abilities to hide lighting, so we're going to definitely be getting rid of these torches. I shan't be needing them here in a little bit. I do need to sleep again, because once again, creepers be creeping. But then we're going to move on to probably the bushes and the leaves. And by that, I mean none of those. All right, so I have a few jungle logs here still. So I like the idea of like embedding the wood into the wall, like what we did with the orangutan exhibit. I think that looks really cool. All right, so let's go ahead and actually dot that in here a little bit. Just in a couple spots. It doesn't have to be everywhere. Kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, just a couple spots like that is all we needed. And now let's go ahead and make this this ceiling a little bit more custom with like maybe a little bit of stalactite actions. Hold on, is that right? There's a might. No, it's tight. Stalactite action coming down from the top up here, you know, like a little bit, you know, doesn't have to be a really fancy stalactite or anything like that. And we'll probably add maybe one more right here too next to it, and build up a little bit around there so that it makes a little bit more sense. And something like that. All right, and then all we have to do is kind of make the top of the ceiling kind of look a little bit more custom, although I should probably take a time out from that because I do plan on adding quite a bit of foliage on the roof there, so, or on the ceiling of this place, so maybe that's good enough for where it's at right now. All right, leaf blocks. Let's talk leaf blocks for a little bit. I've got some jungle leaves here, but I also have, I was actually kind of worrying I didn't, some glowstone. We're going to have to hide some jungle, or some leaves in here. Let's grab ourselves the bat backpack. Man, my inventory, really bad. Let's get one of the dump chests out here real fast, because I think I have some stuff I don't need in there. Like that. That's about it. But the leaves in the glowstone should allow us to hide some pretty decent amount of lighting in here, actually. So if we just do this and put the glowstone there and a leaf block on top of it, should look pretty good, especially when you're looking from the outside of this place and looking in there. Yeah, see, you don't really notice that really at all. In fact, why don't I take these crackstone bricks, dig this back up, dig this out, and put that right there, because it looks like the ruins kind of goes down into the ground a little bit. And then cover that up. That probably looks a lot better. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm going to dot these things into the ground all over the place in here, so this lights it up, and we can get rid of these torches, because those don't make much sense in here. There we go. Check it out. The torches, they're gone. All right, no more torches in here. We don't need them at all. So now we have to kind of blend in the bushes that are on the ground with other ones that are going to be on the top. I think we're going to start with the ceiling, and we're just going to be like right there. Perfect. Masterpiece. It all starts with one block, people. All right, we're going to have these, a lot of foliage on the roof kind of dangling down in front of this a little bit. Actually, let's flip that up a couple. And let's have it dangling down somewhere else so that the tree frogs don't get covered up. Something like right there, maybe. Yeah, so we're going to have to fill in a lot of the roof with the leaves themselves here, because this is going to have a lot of foliage in it. Like that. Should look pretty good too. I'm liking that. All right, so let's bring it over here as well. Okay, that is quite a bit of like stuff hanging down right there already. It's getting a little clustered in here, actually. Does this look terrible from the outside? Do I look like I'm about to starve? Let me inhale some chickens while I observe this. It doesn't look bad, actually. I do like how the vines are kind of, or like the leaves are dangling down, drooping down. I think that looks cool. This is, how do I get in here? This is not actually tickling my fancy. We're gonna lower or raise that up one. I think that looks better. Okay, yeah. So yeah, there's the ceiling done. Looks pretty good. Yep, looks pretty good. All right, so now we can actually incorporate I can actually put this glowstone back, unless I want to squeeze one into the ceiling, which I don't really want to. However, I know what I can squeeze into the ceiling though. Let's grab some buckets of water, a couple of them, maybe one more. All right, and let's put these things in the ceiling somewhere. All right, now this is always tricky because I really don't want to flood it down here because there's a lot of green concrete powder I'll be replacing and I will cry. Let's put one right here, okay? So this is, like I said, this is tricky because of how you got to go about doing this. So let's how do I do this? Let's no, I don't want to use grass blocks. Or let's just use dirt. Okay, let's pillar up here, and I gotta keep in mind that I need to put the water right there, okay? So I need to work that, I'm going to put a torch for right now. That's where I want to put the water, and underneath it I got to put a piece of stone. Alright, so let's put the water right there, and then we're going to have to work this so that it looks, I mean, honestly, that's fine. Right there, that's actually perfect. That'll work just fine. Good. Alright, now the reason why I'm going through all of this is so that then we can get down here and take this thing out, and I got to dig up to where the dirt is, remove the dirt, and leave that the way it is, because the water drips down. The whole purpose of this was to create this little particle effect of water dripping down occasionally. Here comes one. Whoop. That's the whole point, is to create it looking like it's dripping down in various parts of the ceiling. It adds a cool little detail, and maybe people won't really realize it, but if this is supposed to be a rainforest, having it very damp in here and having the rain kind of coming down from above, I think looks really good. So let's add in another one like right here, for example. Okay, so the water needs to go there. So we're talking about building this up here. Like that. Okay. Perfect. Water drops. Bloop. It's kind of cool. It's actually dripping right on this too, so that's kind of nifty. And if we can fit one more in here, great. If we can't, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. This is already pretty detailed for what it is. But I mean, I'm guessing we could probably squeeze one in like right here. Let's get up there and see if we can't get this working. Actually, the easiest one because it's already inside, so I don't really need to do anything. I am going to throw a couple of torches in here though, because I don't really want horrible things to spawn in here. But yeah, this is already inside, and we can kind of just work our way out this way maybe. Aha! Freedom. Alright, so that one actually worked out way easier than the other ones. Let's just go ahead and remove this pillar now. And I kind of destroyed the grass here in some spots, so I better replace that. Okay, good. Dripping water, bloop. Sweet, awesome. We got some water dripping from the ceiling. I like that. Alright, let's go ahead and just put these things back into here. We'll have to get some replacement water here in a little bit. Actually, while we're at this, let's just take the rest of the water out of there. And what we can do is we can actually put some water in the ground here with the lily pads over them, all that jazz. Ooh, the sun is setting again. Man, time flies. Have I ever mentioned that, how time flies whenever you're playing this? Let's actually put in like a piece of water right here. We can take that out right there and just replace it with that, which might turn into dirt. Actually, no, better yet, let's put mud in there. Alright, in fact, we're going to have to sprinkle a little bit of mud in various places near this too, just to kind of sell it. Okay, I think we're just adding like 2 of them down here would look good. Now, I'm not going to mess up any concrete, am I? Don't think so. Bink, put that down in there, and this one can go over here, bink, just like that. Nice. Now, let's hop into the plants backpack real fast, because I don't want to be falling in there. Let's grab some of these tiny lily pads, probably for both of them. I don't have any with a flower on it, do I? That would look really cool. I don't think so. Okay. Let's drop the tiny lily pads in there. That way I don't keep falling in them and I can walk right over them. Nice. And the tree frogs themselves can't fall in them either. And I don't know if they drowned or not, but I don't want to risk it. But there we go. We got a little bit of water put in here too, as well as added a couple of mud blocks down the base of this area. So this is looking pretty good. Now, let's organize my inventory real fast. Ooh, it's bad. Inventory sort of sorted. Okay, so now we do have these jungle pods that we might as well actually sprinkle in on the back wall here. Might look kind of cool. You know, just 1 or 2 in there I think will look pretty nifty. I have those for making the what appears to be coconuts on the palm trees. Obviously, they're not coconuts, but you know, you get the picture. All right, I also grabbed some of these brown birch leaves because I'm thinking that maybe possibly sprinkling them in like up here might look pretty good, especially if the canopy, just not a lot, just like the occasional one. You know, the canopy had like a leaf that died on it or something, you know? Okay, I'm thinking just like 1 or 2 is all we really need on that whole thing. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's good. Now we can do the same thing down below here, but we're gonna need some more jungle leaves here, and we're gonna need to probably build up a little bit around like the light sources. Actually, I'm thinking it would be a good idea to kind of sprinkle in some of these like bushes in this area. Okay, we got the plants put in as far as like the bushes. I think this is looking pretty good. I don't really like how that's like even, whatever, I'll get over it. Now I did actually grab the branches, and ever since seeing Maddie's haunted house, I love these branches, so I'm going to sprinkle these things in places too. I don't really like how it connects to the wall though, so maybe we'll just leave that out there. This one you don't really see that much, so that's not that big of a deal. Let's get some of these branches put down also, so it looks like some of this stuff is kind of coming together with some twigs and whatnot. Okay, I think we are done with the branches. I think we're done with the leaf blocks. I think we're done with all that stuff. We got the water added in the floor. That looks pretty good. Now, let's actually talk plants. Let's talk plants, people. Grab 1 of these at least, because then we can just kind of do one of these numbers. Maybe. Oh, right in front. That's probably a bad idea. Maybe we can do one of these. That's perfect. All right, sweet. All right, and then let's grab some more stuff that we can sprinkle in here. I should have a bunch of sprouts, although maybe I've actually finally gotten around to using all of them. But we can sprinkle these last 3 in here in places that we can find a home for, maybe. All right, sprouts been added. Let's go ahead and add a berry bush or 2, and we'll put that kind of maybe back here somewhere, like right there. Perfect. All right, and then we could actually put bamboo in here, have it grow up to the ceiling, actually. It wouldn't look terrible. I kind of want to like put maybe 1 of each, like, or not the black bamboo, but the regular vanilla stuff and the yellow one. I think could look really cool in here. Been using a lot of bamboo lately, so let's do that there. Let's do this one maybe back here, and we're gonna have to give those things a little bit of juice here. So let's grab some bone meal and give that a little boop, a little bump up, and real quick. Do I not have any strings? I don't have any strings. Hold on 1 second. There we go. All right. Got that blocked off with a piece of string, so that shouldn't grow any farther than what it is right now. Kind of cool beans. Let's go ahead and grow this one up 1, maybe 2. Yeah, okay, that one looks pretty good right there. Where's this thing going up to the leaf block? Pink right there. It should not grow up to the leaf block now, and from back here you can't really see the string, so that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. All right. Hopefully the tree frogs like this. I guess there's one serious lack of trees in the exhibit that the tree frogs probably would like. They'll probably like the bark on the back walls though, so you know they'll climb on that. What other leaves can we, or what other plants can we throw in here? Some dead bushes I think would look good, especially around the boggy area in front. Not too much, because once again I don't want to make this look like it's actually dying. So that's probably good. I don't want to make it look like it's dying. This isn't supposed to look like a dead exhibit. Anything else that we can put in here? Where's like the toadstools? Let's get some of these things too, because especially like up front here around where it's kind of really damp and stuff, we can always dot these things in here too. Looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and put the rest of those back. Oh, what other things I got? I got dead grass and desert grass. Like, I know it's desert grass, but it just also just kind of looks like dead grass. So, you know, I'm not gonna complain. I think this looks just fine. We're gonna put this down here. We'll sprinkle this in various places throughout the entire exhibit. All right, desert / dead grass added. Leaf piles. I should probably add these. I should use these more often too, but I kind of forget they're in the pack because we can't actually make them anymore. So you have to go collect these things, and I have to find the biome that they're specifically in, and I never find that. So I always forget that I even have these things. Fan palms. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, we can probably dot this in places too. Maybe one right here as well. Yeah, I like that a lot. All right, so those things definitely belong in here. What else can we put in here? Anything else? There's got to be heavy amount of foliage in here is what we're going for. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything that's sticking out right now, so why don't we put that away and we'll go look in the flowers backpack. Now, I'm guessing a rainforest and stuff would have some reasonably colorful flowers in it, so I think that goes in water since it is a water, whatever that word is, hyacinth, something like that. But I don't really have water to put that in. I don't want to drown the frogs. But we actually have these bromeliads here, and I don't know if they actually... I actually have some raw pork chop and stuff in here, too. That's not supposed to be in there. But I don't know if these actually belong in the rainforest. I have no idea where these things actually come from or hail from. But you know what? They actually might work in this exhibit. So why don't we take some of these things and actually add them to the exhibit? Yeah. Actually, I think those work really well in here. I mean, they look kind of like they're jungle-y, right? Okay, it's getting clustered in here, and it's also getting nighttime again. What the heck? It's getting it's getting clustered in here. I'm thinking this is probably pretty good for the foliage. We do still need to add like bone meal for the grass and stuff. Let me sleep real fast. I hear something creeping. I can't tell if it's an animal or if it's creepers. It was a skunk. That's what was creeping. It was an animal. Okay. So yeah, this is looking great. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm actually really liking this one. I'm tooting my own horn here. Let me give the pebble back here. Come here, pebble. We're gonna just slap you down right there. Perfect. I'm tooting my own horn here, but I'm liking this one a lot. All right, so let's add a occasional path block in here as well. Nothing too fancy. This stuff, I don't really want this to be overpowering at all. So this is just a couple of little spots because obviously the frogs themselves are not gonna be like super big time into trampling the grass. So I don't really want to go nuts with this, but that's probably good enough right there. Okay, no more of that. Let's grab the bone meal and see if we can't grow some grass in here as well. Hopefully not anything like ridiculous, well, like that. Hopefully not anything. I don't actually need any tall grass in here, I don't think. So let's go ahead and grab some shears. If I get another one, I can at least grab some smaller grass. We have plenty of those. Don't need any of them. And let's shear that down and place it there. That's what I was trying to get the entire time. All right, how is this looking? This is looking fantastic. I'm liking this exhibit quite a bit, actually. I'm thinking that's really all I need to do to it. Like, let's seal this thing up once and let's see how this looks. Yeah. Yeah, ta-da! The tree frog exhibit. What do you guys think? Does this look pretty good? Let me know down in the comments section. This is going to be the tree frog exhibit. Now, there's still one more really, really crucial question that I got to ask all of you. Mainly I got to ask me, and then just tell you guys. And that is, how many tree frogs do I have? That's the question we got to ask ourselves. All right, so they're right here. I have 4 of them. All right, sweet. So that does answer the question, is how many do I have? I have 4. So if you guys could go down in the comment section and leave your best tree frog names, I would greatly appreciate it. Alrighty guys, I'm going to wrap this episode up though. So thank you guys so much for donating your eyeballs and ear holes to this episode of ZAWA. I will be back next week with more ZAWA for your eyeballs and ear holes to enjoy. If you did enjoy it, please go down and smash that like button. It would really help me out a lot. I got to get a live stream in here. I've been saying that for weeks now. It's been busy. Plus Pal World came out. Have you guys seen those streams I did? That game is nuts. All right, so go watch those. They're fun. Link somewhere in the top right about now. Yeah, that's it. Right there. Go click on that. Go watch that one. Or go watch Tinnikin's one from earlier. All right, you guys. I am going to get out of here, so thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys Monday. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.